And now today I'm going to change the tremolo bridge. As you can see, I have the original 1994 vintage version, and I'm about to remove that. But today we're going to be dealing with gold hardware, and so first thing I need to do is just cut my strings. I'm going to be replacing these with some new strings. Watch out to anybody in the room here. Don't want to get anybody in the eye. So the strings are now cut, and now it's time to remove the tremolo back cover, which I now have a black version of, and the gold screw is appropriate to make it Stevie Ray Vaughan. So and there we have the back tremolo cavity that's now exposed. Will be to relax the trim claw, and I'll be loosening those up so that I can unhook the screws, unhook the springs, and then move to the trim bar. So now that I have the trim claw screws relaxed, I've extended this about a ½ inch. I'm taking needle nose pliers, I'm grabbing each spring and unhooking from the steel block. Now you can see that the tremolo is not attached to any springs, and so it's allowed to move freely. That rocking ability is important, so of course I'm going to be following Fender specs best I can as to how far to set those. I'm removing the mounting screws. I think I'll loosen all of them first. And here's the bridge assembly. I'm lifting it out now, and the block with it. So this is the original reduced block versus the new one, which you can see the Guitar Fetish is steel, and it's hardened steel, and it's thicker. You can see the difference there. They haven't reduced this portion here. It's also the same depth, and it'll fit nicely in the same 1.75-inch body. And the screws appear to be exactly the same on the adjustment. And a beautiful thing is that it lines up perfectly with the holes for the mounting screws. So we have the Strat now with the cavity open, where you normally see the tremolo, and the back cavity is available with the trim claw. And so that's where we're starting from. It's important to clean the surface because you're only going to have that surface exposed for a short time around the trim cover. And let's drop that bridge right down in there. And much to my happiness, the screws holes line up perfectly with the bridge, just the way I was hoping. I'm going to put the mounting screws in each. The most important things I can do right now is try to make sure that the tremolo is square so that it's straight. It lines up with the body in a perpendicular way to the fretboard, parallel to the frets. And so I'm using the pick guard really as my guide. And of course the holes, by the way, this Guitar Fetish import tremolo is cut just the right size to fit between the space in my pick guard. I'm really happy with it. It made the claim that it's a drop-in if you have an MIM Strat, which I do. So this tremolo is dropping right in to my guitar body. I'm really happy with it. You can see how it's going so far, fitting right in there. I'm leaving it so that there's a bit of rock, just as there was prior with the chrome bridge. I'm leaving a little bit of room to rock on these mounting screws. Next, I'm attaching the new Guitar Fetish springs to the new steel block tremolo. And I'm going to use one extra from the old set. Careful to use all the new ones if I can. There's one nice one in here that looks fairly new. I'm going to go with that, put it in the middle. Save the other 3 or 4 so that I'll have other springs that I can use for other strats. One of the advantages to this project of the spare parts to use on other strats that I'm enjoying. So this is where we are. We have a 5-string tremolo because I'm planning on using it as a hardtail. And we have the, you can see the new whammy fits nicely right in there. Not a problem with where to put it. And I won't be needing the whammy, but it's nice that it's there. So now I have the black tremolo cavity cover with gold screws on the guitar, and the new gold Guitar Fetish import guitar appropriate tremolo bridge. Next thing I'm going to do is take the neck plate off and put the new gold neck plate on.